Hi. I know my hair looks absolutely crazy at the moment. Actually, let me turn the other light on. Let me turn the other light on. I don't like the lighting. Let me turn the other one on. Okay, so I made an earlier video in which I was in bed. I'm cleaning up now. I'm just doing some tidying. And I wanted to illustrate something that has just occurred to me. I said in my last video on YouTube, well, on Facebook, that I wasn't really afraid of my situation, and I had no idea why. I didn't know why I wasn't afraid. I didn't know why I wasn't scared. But then it hit me. There's a branch of Vedic astrology called Jaimini Karaka. And essentially what it is that you have 7 planets. You have the sun, moon, well, they're not planets, they're luminaries. And then you have Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. 5 planets. 7, right? 5 planets and 2 luminaries. And essentially what Jaimini Karaka does is it ascertains which of those planets have the highest degrees. So for example, somebody might have a natal chart where their highest degree is in like Mars or something, like 26 degrees Mars in a particular sign, in a particular lunar mansion within that sign, right? And what I realize is that mine is Saturn, okay? And what that essentially means is that my highest soul's journey involves being forged in fire, being forged through hardship, being forged through pain, even being forged through death, being forged through hardship in order to get to the true essence of who I am as a person, that true unbreakable essence, that true unbreakable integrity. So that is my highest soul's journey. What does this have to do with my fear? Well, I'm about to explain. There are polarities when it comes to gender, when it comes to how Saturn expresses itself. Well, with female Saturn, usually you get women who are very perfectionist internally, like internally perfectionist. And what they tend to do is they tend to revolve themselves around what society deems to be acceptable. So they're self-annihilating, but in a sense of being like socially conforming, right? That's how they self-annihilate. When it comes to the male side self-annihilates through its own indulgence, or through its own self-destruction, or through the destruction that comes to it, right? So I'm Saturn. My highest soul journey is Saturn. And I've been told that I look like a man, or that I'm masculine. So on the surface, I have attained all this power through destruction. And I have attained all this power through being in pain, being tortured, being disrespected. That is how I've gained all my power, because of where my astrology is placed. And the point that I'm making is this: the reason why I'm not afraid is because, as afraid as people are of me right now, they have no idea what's coming when this gang stalking program successfully murders me. If you think you're scared now, you have no fucking clue what is about to happen when the self-destruction angle comes around. No idea whatsoever. You are not prepared. Okay? Now, people are addicted to disrespecting me. They like to masculinize me. And I don't think that's a racial thing. I think it's just something people like to do, even though it partially is racial for other black women. I don't think that's the case for me. I think it's just that I do look a little bit androgynous naturally, right? So people like to masculinize me, people like to disrespect me, people like to sexualize me, break me up into compartments intellectually so that they can dehumanize me. People like to do that, but here's what, right? Every time people do that, things get worse. And every time they think they've won a victory over me by me being out of sight and out of mind, that's when their environment gets worse. When they don't have to think about me and how they're treating me and how they're disrespecting me, everything around them worsens. It's happened time and again to every single gang stalker that was the most invested in torturing me. Almost all of them anyway. Things got 1,000 times worse. And I know that some of my perps who have been watching me have to be spinning right now. Absolutely spinning. But they have no idea. Watch what happens after I've passed. Watch what happens after I've passed, and you think that just because I've passed and I can't say anything about you anymore, that you're safe. Watch what happens then. You don't have a single clue. You think, like, you literally think that your fear and your anger are things to burn the world over. What happens when you're afraid and you're angry and there's nothing left for you to destroy? And there's nothing left for you to torture, and you're just left with that. Baby, I think that's going to be your own personal hell. And when this program successfully gets rid of me, that's exactly what's going to happen to you. You're going to be in your own personal hell. And that is for every single perp that has ever disrespected me. You wanted a man, right? You wanted it like a man? That's what the fuck you get. The masculine side of Saturn becomes powerful through self-annihilation, or becomes who they truly are through annihilation and through pain. That's what you wanted, right? That's what the fuck you wanted. Why do you think I have the hair out? You have no idea what's coming. I do. Death is my motherfucking power base, darling. And I know it's not the same for everybody else here, because why the fuck would they allow this world to burn so that they didn't have to feel a mild bit of discomfort? Again, no idea. And to those who think I'm crazy, yeah, okay, whatever, look, yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you what you want to call me. You can call me paranoid, schizophrenic, you can call me spiritually psychotic, and call me this, that, and the third. Like, okay, well, I said that this world was falling into Nazism when I actually was sick, and I turned out to be right. At this point, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean a goddamn thing. So, I just wanted to let you guys know that. That's why I'm not afraid, even though I probably should be. Because I'm one motherfucker that hate crime does not pay against. Hate crime against me does not, will never, and has never paid. It made people feel good for about 5 minutes before everything went to shit. And it happens almost every time. And if people experience good lives after they mistreated me, well, guess what? Now the real stuff is happening. Good luck.